exploring homeless camps in Florida. So thank you so much for welcoming me to your place.
You're welcome.
I'm Jose. What's your name?
Suzanne.
Suzanne?
I'm Darian.
Darian. So glad to have you guys here on my channel. Where are you guys originally from?
I'm from Missouri.
Missouri.
Grand Forks, North Dakota.
North Dakota. Wow. How do you guys end up in Florida?
You're the talker.
I grew up
Yeah.
in Grand Forks, North Dakota with my family, and when I was 15, we all migrated together. My brothers and sisters, I was 15, they were all older. And then, yeah, we just came to Florida.
Cool. So you've been in Florida for many years now.
32.
30 years.
Yeah.
How much of that time have you been homeless?
I've been homeless since 2018 off and on.
Okay.
So about 6.5 years.
Okay.
So I met Darian through Facebook,
Cool.
and basically he was on the brink of homelessness, and so I went to Missouri, and then homelessness happened.
Yep.
And then I came back to Florida, and then he came back here, and he's a veteran. And one of the reasons he came back here was because there is assistance here.
Okay.
And I mean, there's assistance everywhere.
Yeah.
He wasn't navigating the system, and we wanted to be together. That was
Yeah.
the main reason. So once we got here, well, that's how.
All right.
okay.
That's the basics.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, man, no
kind of
problem.
ushering it into how he came to Florida.
Yeah.
I came to Florida.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
Florida for Suzanne.
Awesome. So Suzanne brought you to Florida.
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you like Florida so far? You like it? It's a difficult place to make a living though.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of jobs. So show me guys how you guys survive here. I mean, let's take a look and see how you guys
We
survive.
survive off the land pretty much. My dad lives across the street, right?
Okay.
So I had heard for about 5 years about the people behind Walmart.
Yeah.
And there's no people behind Walmart.
Yeah.
However, I was at a gas station, which is a block away, and I met somebody who had this full encampment. Like, if you take a look at
Yeah.
all these supplies,
Yeah.
he was trespassed from this location
Okay.
for reasons I don't know. And all of his supplies, all of these things came from him.
Mm-hmm.
The insulation, squares, the
Oh, on
cinder
a cold
blocks,
day like today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like things like
Thank
I
you guys
find
so
on the
much.
side of the road.
Yeah.
I literally live off the land.
She picks up a lot of.
I pick up everything.
Like a magpie.
I picked up that. I have not paid for anything with cash. That suitcase I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
found. Let's see what else. I didn't pay for the palm.
It's beautiful. The trees
It's
are
amazing.
beautiful.
I built this with. He makes walking sticks.
Yeah, I make walking sticks.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So this is all some of the sticks that I've collected
yeah.
that allow him. Everything's so disjointed right now.
That's okay. I know.
This is an example of the walking sticks. Like, I'll find a really, really cool piece of wood
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's so neat.
It is, and it like you said, it's in states of.
Yeah, you gotta get them there.
But they're very helpful for, like, if you want to, like, clean up, you just do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, and then it's
It's
a
a tool.
little bit cleaner. We have a trash situation here. We don't know what to do about it.
Yeah.
We've only been here for a month.
Okay.
So all this is, I built all this with my bare hands.
Yeah.
My bare hands. And these came from my dad. They're hoses.
Okay. Oh yeah. This
The
is
breathing
from-
hoses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And
crafty.
it's crafty.
Yeah,
That's the word.
absolutely.
Check it.
You gotta
What's
improvise
the
out
tattoo
here.
say?
Magical.
Crafty. So everything came from, like, the earth.
Wow. So
Even
you guys
these,
really,
even these boots, bro. I got them out of the dumpster because that's what you got to do. So yeah, I mean, we can.
So you weren't out here for the hurricane? Were you guys outside for the hurricane?
We went to Safe Harbor,
Uh-huh.
and then they had us evacuated to Lellman Innovation, which is a school.
Okay.
And then we came back here, and everything was leveled.
Oh.
It was just like, I liked it that happened, because the guy who was trespassed, who left,
Mm-hmm.
he had a very ostentatious and reflective property. It was like his. We recognize at any moment someone can come and say, you got to go.
Yeah.
You know? So we're trying to like we make it look like I'm covering it with like palm,
Yeah, yeah.
and so it's actually very scary 24/7.
I bet.
The
You guys get- you got-
hypervigilance.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's.
It's really messy in there. We can get just.
But I mean, it's a spot. I mean, it's.
Well,
is.
it's definitely,
You got
and it's
carpets on the
not
floor?
granite. That was the
Granite.
guy who built it. He had a whole entire like house here.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm very I just saw him, was it 2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him, you know, you're instrumental in saving us in a way, because without all of, you know,
Yeah, it's hard to get materials.
oh my God, and they were all right here.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like messy, but I am very like, he gets very mad at me
Yeah.
because I change it every day. But I wake up, and if I don't start doing something,
Yeah, you got to stay busy.
I start to go crazy. He can have zen with, you know, sanding
I sit there
sticks.
and I sand and I whittle and. Just,
Awesome.
Show him the cane one. Go with the cane one. So if you wanna,
Yeah, I'll follow you guys. Yeah.
he,
You seem like a really chill dude, man. I like your personality, brother.
You have to.
what about
I like
me?
your personality. You're just a chill dude. I can
He's
tell,
a
man.
Marine.
Yeah. You're just really that chill, bro.
All right. Well, yeah. When you suffer, like if you
Just go this
find if suffering is your only option,
Yeah.
you find ways to
Oh, you gotta.
become cool.
Yeah, you just gotta. You know, lamenting about your situation ain't gonna change anything. You know.
That word has been making its way.
Yeah.
Lamentation.
Lamentations.
Let me see that one, any stick.
Cool.
So basically, I use these are my list. I'm an Inspector Gadget with
Yeah.
these, and it just helps with like,
Boom.
ooh, what do you gotta do? What do you gotta do? Oh, I gotta see. You can come in.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I will never say it's my space though, because I don't pay for it. I don't pay
Yeah,
taxes.
of course.
But like, okay, so here.
Oh, you got
here-
all the cool sticks in there. Yeah. I
Yep.
got it here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you
I
guys.
find the really cool ones. So
Oh,
be
oh my God.
careful.
I'll be careful. I'm so sorry.
This is our hearth. No, it's okay.
Yeah,
We're
I hear
used to it. We're the ground is not level,
Yep.
so we're kind of used
I
to.
love the sticks in the back. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, those are the ones I'm almost done with.
Yeah. You
So-
got a sleeping bag. That has to make life easier on a cold night.
Yeah, sleeping bag for me, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my bed, right? And this is his bed. This is my worm blanket. All of this found.
But I feel like the tarp kind of like insulates it really
Yeah.
well. And with the insulate, this is real insulation.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's.
So, 'cause it doesn't
was
f-
stacked up over there,
'Cause
and I
it's-
built a house out of it.
It's cold. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels warm in here.
Yeah,
It gets hot.
exactly.
It gets hot.
Yeah, we have that's why we
The
have to
sun
keep
is
it
very
hot.
helpful. At night,
in there.
it's torture.
Okay, because it gets really
Only
cold.
when it's cold, though. Which in Florida, see, look at this cast iron that I found
Yeah.
on the side of the road like
Yeah,
2
a lot of
days
people
ago.
just throw stuff away, or
You just use it.
Yeah.
Stuff people throw away, or just use it. It's like, okay.
You just
There
gotta
you go.
have some ingenuity. That's it. That's all you need. So basically, we keep his stuff. He's very orderly.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's what it is. So that's our story, pretty much.
Cool, man.
I
Let me try
got
to get
one.
this for the. It might be a good cover photo, so I get you guys to look together and smile.
All right.
You make it think fall.
Should I put on my red and white wig?
No.
Hold on, hold on.
He has their wigs too.
That's what keeps me sane is beauty.
You really do.
I call it a ZZ Top. Cause don't that look like legs? It does, doesn't it?
Yup.
What's that, bro? Oh.
All right.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. There you go. That's awesome.
We're married,
Be
Really,
all right.
legally
legally married.
Awesome.
6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congrats. Me and my wife been married. We're going on 16 years.
Oh my.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing with me.
No problem.
Awesome.
You kept me warm.
There you go. So how do you guys stay strong out here, support each other? I know it's difficult, you know, being on the streets. How do you guys manage?
But there's
Allies.
that, and we know there's an end goal in sight. Like she said before, I'm a veteran, so I get assistance with healthcare and whatnot.
Yeah.
The only thing is there's no housing available in Pinellas County, so we're having to look outside the county to find some place where I can get help. And unfortunately, Florida after the hurricanes, there's like no.
Even before the hurricanes, the
Yeah.
housing situation, there's too many
Very-
people in Pinellas County.
Yeah.
So we have to vacate either the state or the county to find The only assistance that he really gets is a housing voucher.
Okay.
And since we're married, we can both live together. We were trying to do it, on the down low with me living with him, not being married, and it didn't work out.
So is this your first time being married?
Yes.
Your first time being married?
Yes.
So you
First
guys
time at 50-50.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that doesn't matter because you still got a lot of life ahead of you.
Hopefully.
So,
Yeah. And
But we have allies. I have
Yeah.
good friends who help. We have Food Bank Shepherd Center, take showers, do free laundry, just, and the land, like the forest, the spirit of the forest protects us because we protect the spirit of the forest. We feed the raccoons. I pull the vines. I tear my hands pulling the vines from the palm trees, from the trees, so that the health of the trees is better. And it's a give and take with the spirit of AWA.
so I've traveled a little bit for my YouTube channel. I think one of the best places to start off is like Lexington, Kentucky. I wouldn't go now in the winter, but like maybe if you get a chance in the summer or spring.
You mean to move to?
Yeah, like if you're looking for a place where you can get more options or more affordable.
Well, every other state in the union and every other state has the assistance.
Yeah.
The reason Florida doesn't is because it's just per capita. There's just too many people. Like you put a bunch of ants with 1 granule of
no
sugar.
state income tax too, yeah. But I know Lexington, Kentucky is a great place. And I've
I'm thinking
traveled.
North Dakota
North Dakota.
because I grew up there.
Yeah.
But it's
My son lives here. He's 21.
You guys know if you've lived up north, you know the weather.
oh
yeah. Well, you just stay indoors.
I've heard there's great jobs up that way.
I
Dakota.
personally have a situation where working is a little bit difficult, and he doesn't have a situation like that. But as far as his job right now is to basically make sure we're okay.
Gotcha.
And if he were to go work, I wouldn't be okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no safety out
It's
here.
a completely different reality. So people can think what they want about us not working. We work our, pardon my French,
Yeah.
every day just to survive.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we're like suffering, because I heard about 2 days ago, I heard the story about the girl in Walmart who was unfortunately locked in the walk-in oven, and that shifted my perspective on such a level that I was crying and I was like, God forgive me for saying that I ever suffered, So I mean, it's just whatever.
Yeah, you gotta have a good outlook.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good outlook.
Have compassion.
What makes you guys? And I already know the answer, but when I ask you, 'cause I ask everybody, what makes you guys happy every day?
Each other, I would say. Not him. He would not say this. He would say his
He might
sticks.
feel it, but he'll probably not say it.
Happiness comes from knowing that my son will never take the path that I took in life. Like, he graduated high school. He has had the same girl. He's 21 years old, has the same girlfriend for 3 years, same car, keeps his car up, has a job, has had that job for 4 years, just entered his 2nd year of college, and I, got to see him for Thanksgiving. Like, that's my happiness,
Yeah.
first and foremost. And then this guy is pretty funny, and he brings it with the culture. Let me tell you what. Oh my God! I mean, I'm like freestyling raps.
Well, yeah.
You freestyle?
Music
no,
makes
I do.
You freestyle
Because of
You
him.
Freestyle?
She thinks
Yeah, I'm not going to be put on
a
the spot here.
rapper. Music makes me
happy, man, yeah.
music, and it always has.
Okay.
And then he gave me that.
So
That's what makes us most happy is music.
give me 4 bars.
Them's bars. Them's
He
bars.
has to do it.
Freestyle? Oh
Yeah,
God.
go for it.
I be living in the forest. The rest. I be living in the forest. Run, Forrest, run! We have made a home run. We have spun all of this sugar into cotton candy. And let me tell you something about John Candy. When he played, barf, he was more than just a mog. He was my own best friend, bro.
Yeah, we just watched Space
Them's bars. Them's bars.
Them's
Were those bars?
Uh,
I don't think those
bar
were
and a
bars.
half, maybe.
I have
Okay,
never been
check
put
it
on the
out.
spot like that. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna freestyle. I'm not gonna call it a rap. I'm gonna call it freestyle.
Can we put the camera on you? Oh, come on, man. Oh my God! Okay, that was 16
Freestyle, and I
bars.
wasn't expecting it.
There you go.
That was
Yeah.
really, really
Bars.
tight.
Practice makes perfect.
Hey,
I
this
have
is
not
cipher.
practiced in a
What you
while.
call cipher.
This is a cipher.
You just kick it.
Yeah,
Just kick
exactly.
it.
Best believe someone paid the Pied Piper. And there's no movie, there's no Mackay Piper. This is my life, and it's getting harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus,
Pinellas County cipher.
There you go.
You want to spit or no?
Try. Just try.
Let me try to spit a cipher. I'm not Makai Pfeiffer. I'm going to do this. This is how I do it.
We'll
I'm
learn to spit them bars.
I can't
gotta have
spit
the
bars.
Do they
right
have
now.
bars
gotta have
on
a-
Mars?
I'm not inspired right
See,
You gotta have a beat. You
You're
gotta be in
always
the right mood. I caught him off
inspired.
guard.
He doesn't practice. That's the thing.
It's,
If you
it's
want
2
to
early in the morning. We
practice,
gotta catch you late at
now.
night.
I'm a DJ. I was
Okay.
a DJ. So
Right.
I enjoy playing music more than
if you want to freestyle, you have to practice.
You gotta get in that. Yeah.
Period. You have to practice. And even if it's crappy, you have to practice, 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 practice. And you have to
10,000
sound like this. I will take a kiss from a fairy, even though it's a thimble, and I will not be nimble. You have to practice no matter what. And then when you're put on the spot, I'm talking about John Katie, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he doesn't practice it because that's not what his thing is. So that's why
So you
he
guys
spits
use
bars.
music to stay happy. I see. Entertainment.
Well,
That's
yeah.
all.
Yeah, you know,
Organic
some
stuff. Organic, real stuff.
Hot ramen at night
Yeah.
when it's cold is
ramen.
enough. A
Right.
Get a
shower.
shower down there. That's great. That helps.
Yeah, it's across the street. Like it's
Okay, 'cause
not all the
that's
time.
really difficult
Oh, I'm
out
crying in that shower.
Yeah.
I'm crying. I'm thanking God for the shower.
So you guys are thankful for the little things that are making your life simple right now.
Yes,
Easier.
yes. That simplicity is the key. Like there's no complexity here. It might look and you might think what got us here was complex, and it probably was, but there is no complexity. It's okay, what's today? Today's laundry. We're gonna donate
Yeah.
plasma today. Okay, what's today? Today we're
I
gonna
do
wake up and
plasma twice a week, you know. And it's like I don't need a lot of money.
We
You
don't.
don't need money.
Plasma
Unless you
twice
got
a week.
a place, then you really need money.
right.
Yeah.
That's what kills
Eventually
you. I mean,
we
like,
want.
man, I make so much money until I pay that rent.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
then I'm like, oh,
exactly.
I didn't really make that much
Exactly,
money.
yeah.
But
So,
if you've ever been homeless, you'll realize the place you're living in is worth that rent. The
Oh, yeah.
walls, the safety, the
Yeah.
sanctuary, the
Yes.
hearth, the home.
And a lot of homeless people won't admit that. I have a lot of homeless people who tell me it's just not worth it, but
Oh,
I feel
it's-
you guys
it's worth
do
it.
appreciate the value of a place.
Oh God, we've lost. I mean, it's not like we're not choosing this.
Yeah.
It's choosing us. But like
Okay.
he said, our end game is already set.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have woe is me, because our end game is
the end game.
till the
That's
day
just-
we die, our rent will be paid because he was honorably discharged from
it's
the
just a
Marine
matter of
Corps.
getting there.
Yeah, get there, and you'll get
You
there.
know.
Right.
You know,
Florida
obviously,
was No.
think very carefully about the traps that are out here that will keep you in this cycle.
Right.
Because that's the point where, okay, now, if the addictions take over, the habits take over, then you will stay trapped in here.
And
then
that's
you
a
get
choice
older,
too. It's a loose
it's
chain
a
around
choice.
your
A lot
neck
of
that you
people
can
don't
take
wanna
off.
admit it. But if you avoid that trap, you know, Layson is, I don't think you guys are going to have that problem. You guys seem industrious. You guys definitely seem industrious. You don't get lazy. You don't let the addictions take over. You will get up out of this.
Yeah.
And
It's almost like we already are.
you guys
We're
are-
just
well,
waiting
you're-
for them to kick us out.
I can tell you guys are enjoying life together. And if you're doing that now here, let me
know.
ask you this.
Yeah.
Imagine how many couples have lived in a mansion their whole life.
Oh.
And would
right.
never even have a moment of pleasure in it.
And if they ended up here, they would get divorced in a week. Now, y'all already been through the tough.
Yeah.
7 years of it together.
Yeah. So when
lot of
tomorrow you guys got your place, how much wonderful that's going to be. She's crying.
There'd be no
But
words.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you.
There'd
yeah.
be no words.
But let me tell you, most couples could be married an entire lifetime, and the second they see themselves out here in this, they ain't gonna last. But see, you guys have already been through the hard stuff together, so when you get over there, it ain't gonna be no problem.
But you were
You know, love is
wrong.
tested. This love is
The
tested.
best is yet
That's
to
very
come.
true.
Love is tested like fire tests gold. And
Oh,
if
man.
you guys are here
Nice.
hugging each other in this situation, can't nothing stop you guys. I know that.
I do too.
So, you
Oh, I
guys,
break up with him about 4 times
Oh,
a
she
day.
does.
that's
We do.
okay.
I have mental issues.
It's
But
okay.
at night, when you know, when all that's said and done, and I'm laying next to him,
Yeah.
and I'm breathing deeper because of it.
I
and-
almost had to walk home. My wife's in the car over there. I almost had to walk home today on the way here. I think I said the wrong fingers. I was like, "You're getting out. You're walking now."
Everybody says the wrong thing when they're a man.
There you go.
Guys, it's been a pleasure to meet you guys.
You too.
guys have
You're the
inspired
first
me.
person to come out here.
Yes,
I
thank you so
swear to
much for
God.
being
Yeah.
kind. If anybody else comes up in here, hit him upside the head with club though. Make that exception. Yeah, club upside the head if somebody else comes back here.
Kane.
I really appreciate the hospitality you guys are showing me. I mean, I feel like I've made some friends.
Oh, forever.
And when I pulled up, I didn't know what I was gonna get. It almost looked abandoned, which is good.
That's what I'm
That's
going
good.
for.
That's what you're going
exactly
for. Yeah.
what I'm going for.
Keep that trail
That's the
blocked.
aesthetic.
You know, I would push some of that garbage in that trail. Keep that trail blocked. Zigzag your way
Yeah,
back here.
that's
You
a good
know,
idea. But
those shopping carts.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
Yeah. But those aren't even ours. It doesn't have garbage cans.
Yeah.
No, like not all of them are like that, but I mean,
I would just like push them into the tree line or something because that is how I found you guys. So
all right.
if you guys can get rid
See,
of that,
that's serendipity right
if you guys
there.
can get rid of that, it looks abandoned, and you want that.
Yeah.
That trail, it isn't to walk on.
It does look awful when you
Keep
walk
that
in.
trail.
And you can hear anybody coming.
It's the ick
Some
factor.
of this garbage up here, spread it on the trail so it looks abandoned.
I love you.
Yeah.
One of the ick factors I was going for was
Because
an
I'll tell you-
upside down ladder. You walk into a forest, you see an upside down ladder open, you're gonna walk out. Real
Yeah, I
life.
was ready to walk out right when I saw that little complexity of things right there. I was like, okay. I'm
Was
like,
like
if
the
I
Blair
make it up
Witch.
out of here alive, I'll be lucky. You know?
That's funny. I like it. I like that you picked up on that though.
Yeah. No, I did. It was like, okay, these some crazy people. Why they got a ladder up in here? I'm gonna die up in here.
We're definitely crazy, but we're actually not. We're
Yeah.
just. It's a situational thing.
Yeah.
I came here. I was meant to learn.
Do you
This
guys
has
have a
tested.
cash app?
Yes.
What is your cash app?
What's my cash app?
A lowercase DLAWIL 7.
Say it one more time in case I missed it.
Lowercase, all lowercase, money symbol DLAW, D Law Will. Darian Lawrence Wilson. DLAWIL 7.
Got you.
D Law Will. And
So-
yes, I will.
Check it every once in a while because my subscribers are awesome.
Oh
I
man,
hope they help you
$1.
guys.
You'd
And,
be amazed at how far $1 goes.
The other is wipes.
It-
You gotta have wipes.
Yeah.
2 packs of wipes a day.
Gotcha.
You know,
Because the dust is in the air. The dirt is in the air here. You're gonna walk out of here, take a wipe. Okay, you didn't touch your face that's constant. You didn't touch your face to the ground.
Yeah, 'cause
When you leave here, take a wipe, it'll be black.
Yeah.
It's just in the air. It's crazy.
No, yeah, it's not easy. I was just saying, I've been through a lot of homeless camps. Make that look more abandoned. Grab some of the garbage that's loose out here, spread it on that trail, get rid of them shopping carts, and make it look like ain't nobody back here. Because if it looks like somebody's back here, you know how people on the street get.
yeah.
I don't care if they want to come in here. I'm afraid of the police coming here and saying you can't sleep here because I don't want to go to a shelter
here's
where
what's
I
gonna
can't
happen.
sleep with him.
Here's what's gonna happen. Each cop is an individual person. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They've all been very nice to us.
Okay. So look, if I come up in here and I can smell,
Oh God, no.
if I came up in here and I can smell it, or
How would you even know that?
you can smell it? Yeah.
What does it smell like?
It's like a chemical smell. But
Oh.
if you come back here right, and I can smell.
Mm-hmm.
That smell sticks around, right?
Mm.
So you can't hide that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can smell that, as a cop, when I smell it, I'm already gonna be like, you're out,
Yep.
because it's the predisposition of, okay, are you somebody that ran through a hard time, or are you a complete degenerate of society? And that determination, you guys are well kept. That's very presentable. That helps. You know, not every cop is gonna be a jerk.
They've all
But
been amazing.
yeah.
They
But
know my
but
story. They
it's-
know his story.
But it's the way you present yourself. If you got a smile and you're presentable,
They're always trying to.
When we were living out of the van, we had the cops called on us for just for parking. Every time a cop came out, they were like, well, we're not really sure why they called. And we're like, we're not really sure either. See you later. They're like, see you later every single time.
but it's your presentation.
Yeah.
A smile goes a long way. Being clean goes a long way. But now, if it's paraphernalia, if it's anything that looks like that, then the cop might feel like, okay, you might be the one breaking in these cars out here.
Yeah.
You might be the one doing this and that, and then it's
or
gonna
if
be
it smells like burnt wire.
Yeah.
I've heard people burn wire to get the copper.
yeah.
How sad.
Yep, but that all entitles of, the world is a prejudiced place. And when you have a good
Got that right.
presentation, it helps law enforcement know, okay, we trying to do something better, But if you come back here and it's one of these places where people are zoned out, zombied out,
Yeah.
the crap.
Like San Francisco. They're like,
yeah, I've been to San Francisco. I think it's not that bad.
okay, so
I think that's
Elon
how,
Musk
like-
was just saying
Yeah.
about it. Show videos.
I'll tell you a little quick story about San Francisco, then I'll let you guys go. So I went over there. The Tenderloin is supposed to be like the worst homeless place. I walked around there. This is the Tenderloin in San Francisco. It's supposed to be really grimy. We'll see if it's true or not. Caminar para acá. Dudes were saying I'm recording. Tranquilo, papi, pa' YouTube, tranquilo, tranquilo. There's a limo right there. Big old Cadillac limo.
Toward Myrtle Street.
There's places in Sarasota, Branson, and St. Pete that
They're
look
worse?
scarier than that mug.
Okay.
Facts.
That gives me like hope because I mean San Francisco's, you know.
It's a beautiful American
Right,
city.
right.
The media wants to portray it as a bad place because of politics.
Oh.
Okay. But
Interesting.
if you look at San Francisco, it has the highest income of any city. They have
Yeah, that's where
the
Charlie
highest real
was
estate,
set.
the highest real estate values, and one of the lowest homicide rates. And the state of Florida's overdose death rate is almost 1.5 times higher than California. So you're 1.5 times
So
more.
much.
Yeah.
So much. I know 3 people
Yeah.
who have just in the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know them personally,
So-
but I know of them.
Florida homelessness in California, there's more by number, but the homeless people in California are healthy. The young kids with book bags. You know, here in Florida, the homeless people are disabled, elderly, junkied out,
yeah.
lost, people that are just missing a leg or something. It's a different situation. Also, the
Too
weather
many.
in California is so much more comfortable than here.
It is.
The what now?
The weather.
Weather.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can sleep outside in California. Hurricanes, heat,
The-
humidity.
we were at Tent City in July. That was like oven bag. You're in an oven bag. You're a turkey, and you're getting baked. Like the tent and the heat. It was.
When
This
I was-
is paradise compared to that.
Yeah, when I was walking around the Tenderloin, which is supposed to be the worst part of San Francisco, as I'm walking around, there's these dudes on the corner. They were trapping, and when they saw my camera, they ran off. I'm like, boy, I tell you, here in St. Pete, if you run up on the spot where they trapping in St. Pete right now, with a camera, it ain't gonna be them running. It's gonna be you running.
Yeah, bang, bang, pew, pew.
No, this county, Pinellas, has an overdose death rate that is 60 per 100,000. So you're 3 times more likely to
Oh.
overdose here than you are in San Francisco.
Wow.
So that's all political rhetoric. They want to tell you California is bad because of politics, but in reality, analytically, it's not bad. And I've been there; it's beautiful. Now in
Yeah,
California,
lived
So
there for
that's it's
20
all
years.
you lived in
propaganda.
Cali?
For 20 years, and I was in the military.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Anaheim.
Well, that's beautiful. You gotta have money to live out there. Out here is pretty. San
yeah.
Diego. You ever been to like La Jolla?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I
Guys,
just want to meet Absol, and then
I'm gonna let you
done.
guys go. It's been a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey man, thank you. It's
Thank
it's a very disjointed story, but
No, it's meeting you guys has been awesome. Thank you.
aw,
thank you.
he means that.